Bot test. Test that bot. Bot test.
I was an ENT specialist for over 10 years, and still no one believes me when I reveal this nearly forbidden secret. But
banks won't tell you this, but smart borrowers are using this 2025 loophole to wipe out over 20,000.
Alright, I'm live. Let's get the word out. Okay, we are live, we are advertised. Let's get to it, guys. Since I don't want to see the nuts. My camera's already not behaving, so let me see if I can get that behaving for us. Sometimes it has a hard time. There we go. We've got the camera back up on this side. And it looks like we're back up on this side. Yes, sir.
On your toes, troopers. Taking defensive maneuvers.
And my video drivers crashed again. There is something about this game that has crashed the video driver. While I'm streaming.
Look out!
I'm not going to try and do anything fancy in here.
Hold it.
I just want to get out of here. Oh, good Lord. Could you just let me get out of the game, please? The game, something about this level of the game is causing the video drivers to stop working for me. The game isn't crashing. But if I try to
Purple
do...
saber, best saber.
Third Eye, I agree. But if I try to do anything, I'm losing the ability to see. I may have to... Yeah, this is not working. I may have to restart the game at a lower resolution.
Damn, hope you can fix it.
Yeah, I may have to restart the game at a lower resolution. Luckily, that's an option because it launches outside the... I just have to try and... Oh, zero. Now I just have to try and remember what resolutions are
Hi, Third Eye.
equal to the This is not one of them. Mm-hmm.
What's up, Zero?
This resolution is not the same as my native resolution, so what is the default resolution of my monitor? And then 1920 by 1080. What are the resolutions that keep that aspect ratio? Oh, it's been too long since I had to troubleshoot aspect ratio resolutions. Maybe that one is. Nope. How far off is that resolution? I mean, it looks fine on my gaming monitor, but it's not right on the stream monitor, is it? I don't even think the stream is seeing that one.
I was just trying out an Empire at War mod but got annoyed at the unlore-friendly galaxy setup, so I quit it, haha.
Yeah, Empire at War.
640 times 360, NHD, 854 times 480, 960 times 540, UHD, 1024 times 576, UZVGA, 1280
Thanks,
times
Zero.
720, HD or 720p, 1366 times 768, WXGA, 1600 times 900.
You don't have to give me everyone under the sun.
1080, Full HD or 1080p, 2560 times 1440, QHD or 1440p. 3200 times 1800, QHD plus, 3840 times 2160, 4K UHD or 2160p, 5120 times 2880, 5K, 7680 times 4320, 8K UHD or 4320p, and 15,360 times
I should be able to adjust this one.
Pentasta alignment, but all my planets WERE outside of Pentasta space, bummed me out. There you go, Rob, all the resolutions that are 16:9. Sorry Rob, I wrote that long before you said I didn't need them all, sorry lol. Zero, what have you done to my ears?
I appreciate it though, Zero, I do.
I know I didn't think that through very well.
That should fix the aspect ratio. Now, I'm hoping at a lower resolution, I'm hoping yeah, I don't have any other video controls to I'm hoping the lower resolution is all it takes to fix the problem. It does not. The lower resolution does not solve the problem. What the heck do I do about that? Let me see if there's a list.
What was the problem you are trying to fix?
Well, I don't know if you have noticed, but the game keeps freezing the video. The game's still playing, but the video's frozen.
When it comes to Imperial Remnant Splinter factions, I really like the Pentasta alignment a lot. Jinjay's Empire is really cool too. Oh, I see. I really need to read all those old EU comics. I don't think I ever seen that one before. I mean that I have never encountered such an issue. Could it be an OBS issue? Maybe?
It could be, but there's a Steam forum problem with this problem. So I'm taking a quick look at that. And there's 115 freaking comments. Most of which have nothing to do with the question. I really despise people hijacking a topic to talk about something else.
You can use F3 to type in specific words to find relevant info. I know this may sound really dumb, but try asking the Google search AI. Yes, I know, sacrilegious, but hear me out, you would be surprised what it will know.
This is the answers from the Google search. It directed me to this Steam forum.
Google search or Google search AI, cause they are two different things. You have to use the second button that looks like a star to get the AI answers.
Oh, great.
Whenever I Google search, it forces the AI to the top of the results anyway.
It says to match the game to my desktop refresh settings, which is when it crashes.
Very weird that it's different for you, Zero. Yes, it's supposed to third I-47, but sadly it doesn't always work right.
Disable the game bar for Windows 10 users playing on Steam. The game bar overlay is known cause of freezing. I'm not playing on Steam. Okay, step one.
Boogie's Punch.
Thanks. Okay, first thing I need to do is run a file check.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what could do this, because I haven't seen this before. Makes it difficult when it's something new.
Well, I'm running a repair installation right now.
I heard a Jinxie.
Yeah, she brought me down a cup of punch. My granddaughter's got a friend over for a play date. See, the bad part about this is I did a file check this morning.
Jinxie is awesome sauce.
And no errors were found. So I don't see what this is going to find now, but I'm running the repair anyway because I'm running the AI check right off, you know. I'm doing this live, one step after the other, the way it says to. Because if it fails to do what it's supposed to, we're not going to be able to finish the game because I can't skip the missions. Jinxie is awesome sauce. I would really like to know why it's running so slow on the scan this time, though. It ran much quicker this morning. Now, last week I had a full-blown graphics driver crash. I did not have that this week. halfway
Rob,
through.
I got a completely different answer from the AI. Mine starts off with talking about it likely being a system resource issue having to do with badly behaving software, etc.
Yeah, well, halfway through this AI answer, it switches from the Force Unleashed to the Force Unleashed 2.
It also says that your overlays can cause such an issue in OBS as well. So maybe that is something to look at?
I don't see how...
I didn't specify which game, maybe that is why?
It might be. It might be. I don't see how the OBS overlays could do that, considering that effectively the game shouldn't see OBS much at all. OBS sees the game shouldn't see OBS. The game knows it's being looked at, but it shouldn't see the program. The game might not like being looked at. That's a distinct possibility. A lot of older games don't like software looking at it. Yeah, it's eliminated all the Force Unleashed 2
It also says
stuff.
that you might try disabling the GPU hardware acceleration for your browsers, etc. Says this can be an issue as well, which makes sense.
When I questioned it why it said anything about the Force Unleashed 2, because I get snarky with the AI when it gives me bad answers. It's
the very
eliminated
last thing
the
it says to
second.
do you already did, which is a file scan.
Yeah, right now I'm running a file repair. I'm already 25% done. It's running slow, and I'm wondering why. But it could be running slow because I happen to be streaming my file repair. That's using quite a bit of my bandwidth, I'm sure. So we'll give it a couple of minutes here to finish the repair, and we'll try running her again, because that could be it. And who knows, and I'm an idiot. I'm repairing the Force Unleashed 2 because my old eyes didn't see the icon clearly. I could stop that, or...
Did you ask it what to do if you already did what it said to do? I just did and got a new set of things to try, lol.
I haven't asked it that yet, no. Because I didn't do a file repair. I did a file check, and it said nothing was wrong. Run the game in a clean boot environment, not an option. Check the driver level issues. Your graphics card drivers may be causing freezing. For NVIDIA users, try resetting the game's profile to default. Doesn't say anything for AMD.
Okay, yeah, I would do a file repair with the force repair option enabled myself.
Update essential dependencies. If you ran the initial installers, ensure you have the latest version of DirectX. Verify game integrity, which is what I did this morning. Consider potential hardware limitations. The game was not originally designed for Windows 10 or later. While compatibility mode and patches help, you may need to use a 4 GB patch for the retail version to help manage memory, though this fix may not be universally effective. Yeah, this is the only part about having old tired eyes that I'm really starting to get tired of. Is I generally use medium-sized icons in my directories because otherwise the directories get huge and I have to scroll forever through them. But
Interesting. Well, that alone is something new, a patch for the game.
yeah, let me see if I can find the Star Wars The Force Unleashed 4 GB patch. The 4 GB patch is a small utility for older 32-bit executables that allows them to use more than the standard 2 GB of virtual memory, increasing their memory addressable space to 4 GB on 64-bit systems. To apply it to Star Wars The Force Unleashed, you need to download the 4 GB patch tool from a reputable source like NT Core. Place the tool in the game's installation folder and run it on the game's main executable file. This tool is often used with older games like The Force Unleashed to improve stability and prevent crashes by providing more memory, especially on 64-bit operating systems. So
The third option it gives me is to run OBS, as admin says it resolves permissions issues with games. But sadly that would mean killing the stream and restarting to find out. But I would try that patch first myself.
yeah, I just have to find the game and see if I haven't already done it. Because you don't want to keep doing things, you know? How do I not have permission to enter a folder on my own computer? All right, it says to apply the it Star Wars. You download the patch tool from a reputable source, place it in the game's installation folder, and run it
It
on the
also
game's
mentioned
main
changing the input
executable.
method, for example changing from game capture to monitor capture like I would use. That was also a suggestion it gave me for OBS.
I cannot do monitor capture the way that I do my setup. It's always been a sticking point for me. I have to be able to see that my layout is done. Otherwise, I can't verify that OBS has the game set. You know what I'm saying? If I can't see that the game is being picked up by OBS, because I've had too many examples of it not working properly.
So you only have one monitor then? Dang, that makes things different.
No, I do have two monitors. But my second monitor is small enough that it's difficult to work on to do my layout. And I can't move the game onto the second monitor. It will always display on the primary monitor.
Yet I forgot you would need two to see OBS at the same time, lol.
Gotta remember, these old eyes just made the blatant mistake of clicking on the wrong thumbnail to do a file check. All right, we need to take a look at this.
Most games let you choose which monitor to display to actually. But that game may be too old.
This game is definitely too old. All right. It says in order to use this, you place the 4 GB patch tool into the installation folder and then run it on the game's main executable file. Wow. So I have to choose which of these is the main executable file. I'm going to assume that it's Star Wars The Force Unleashed EXE, not the auto run, obviously, and not the launcher. Okay, so I ran it. And it's doing nothing that I can see.
Yes, you want the game.exe, not the launcher or the other one.
Okay, I see what it's doing. Executable successfully patched. Got that done. Maybe that's all I need to do. So, in order to test things, we're going to open that up. We're going to return the resolution to my desktop resolution.
Unless you see one that says something like Star Wars shipping.exe etc. Then you would want the one with shipping in the name, as that means it's the main.exe file.
Right. Now while this loads up, once it's on the title screen, I'll return OBS back to the proper configuration. There we go. Let's see if the 4 GB patch fixes the problem. I am skeptical that it's going to be solved.
Oh hey, it's working so far. Yay.
It is working, but there's a lot of sound missing if you're not noticing.
Hi everyone. The Force is strong. But beware the dark side.
Bio, welcome aboard. There is a lot of sound.
I hear it, but it's very quiet now.
Yeah,
compared to you.
There's a lot of sound missing from the game right now.
Yo Bio. Happy to be here.
Let's see if I can...
Hi Zero.
Yeah, I can't change the audio until I finish this level. Unfortunately, you can only save...
Well, which is better, frozen screen or missing sound? I would lean towards screw the sound so long as it will stream. LOL.
Yeah, and I mean, we can hear this, the majority of the sounds. It's not like the all the sound is gone. We have some of the special effects. We've got some of the voices.
It will be cool if they can one day bring out a remastered version of Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and adapt it to work on Windows 10.
Yeah, I think a remaster with...
I would say it would be cooler if they made it for both 10 and 11 personally, since I use 11. I agree.
Windows 10 in mind. I would definitely pick up a new version. That's where I came in through. At some point, somebody returned behind me, which is actually kind of amusing to me.
We got it working nice.
Yeah, it's not... the audio is crap, but at least I can see and play.
Yes, the patch fixed the video, but he said it missing some sounds now. I said I would lean towards screw the sound since it's streaming now.
My onboard tactical computer suggests that this is the best time to attack. I am certain that I will finally fulfill my programming.
Oh, you had to download a mod patch?
Darth Vader has trained you well.
Yes.
You seem distracted.
Yes, there is a patch to allow the game to use 4 GB memory instead of only 2 GB since it's a 32-bit game running on a 64-bit system. Typical devs releasing broken games. So you have to patch it to see more than 2 GB of memory.
Keep your guard up.
Shut down, Proxy. There's no one inside you that
The
I haven't
amount
already
of games
defeated.
I've bought
Give
on
me some
Steam that I
credit,
had to
Master.
patch to work
I
is
have one
diabolical.
module you've never seen. An enemy I've studied for years.
Third I-47 No, not the dev's fault. 64-bit did was not common when this game was made.
There were very few 64-bit chips back then.
Well, not as common. It is their fault. They are selling it still in a non-working state.
I forget how to block. There we go.
Third eye, this game was made before 64-bit was really a big thing, so it's not their fault as they had no way of knowing that 64-bit systems would become the norm.
How the hell am I losing the proxy? Oh yeah, I have nowhere to go.
I understand what you're saying, but they are still selling it in a broken state. It's by definition a scam. Interesting, the droid can appear to be any enemy. That is a cool way to get some practice fights in LOL.
Yeah, but the part of this fight that I really dislike is that he gets a new health bar every time he comes back. I don't.
Oh, you mean because they are still selling the game now without the patch pre-included?
Yes. They should not be allowed to sell it without the patch included.
I bought an old game called Jade Empire and it's broken with no way to fix it. I got scammed.
You seem distracted.
Shut down, Proxy. There's no one inside you that I haven't already defeated.
Give me some credit, Master. I have one module you've never seen. An enemy I've studied for years.
Granted, it was cheap, but I really liked the beginning of the game, but as soon as you level up the game crashes. Couldn't find a fix for the life of me. Yes, that I understand, just like I bought my favorite ever game on GOG. It's called Separa Core and it will not work correctly on modern systems with no patch to properly fix it.
Yeah, one of my
Let the
favorites.
dark side flow stronger through you. My Apprentice.
One of my
So I
favorite
too got
Star
scammed
Trek
on that
game.
one.
One of my favorite Star Trek games doesn't work on Windows 10 and 11. And he just gets to attack through my block right now. And I can't put a block up once he starts attacking.
And for those who don't know, Septerra Core was a $10 game when it first came out on CD, bundled with a mech warrior type game. Septerra Core was a prime example of what the Maya game engine was capable of. Such a great game too.
And why did I throw it away from him? I was facing him.
Yeah, at least we can fix certain games like this. But it's still a scam. It should come working if we are able to buy it. But for certain games we are just screwed if we buy them no matter what. Yes, that I can agree with Third Eye. Knowingly selling games with no possible patch for modern systems is in fact a scam. Because they know it's broken.
I did the combo correctly. You should not be allowed to pummel me like that.
Lord Vader has trained you well. Excellent attack, Vader.
Shut down, Proxy. There's no one inside you that I haven't already defeated.
Give me some credit, Master. I have one module
But I
you've
also
never
know that
seen.
with GOG they have
An
been
enemy
going
I've
back and
studied
fixing
for
many of the
years.
games they sold in this fashion.
GOG used
They
to...
just haven't gotten around to fixing Septerra Core.
Yeah, GOG used to be very good at programming their stuff
I
to...
always hated how Proxy could magically use the force powers of who he's imitating. It should only be their lightsaber combat. My guess is that not enough people own it and complain for them to care about it.
GOG used to have a lot of programmers on staff who would do excellent work specifically on the games that that attack made no sense. I X-buttoned just as strongly as I did on every time I beat him. The amount that he's allowed to get away with, the trap of
Cheap followers on streambo.com.
not being allowed to move out of
QWLZX.
certain parts of the...
I think the reason they haven't properly fixed Sept-era Core is that it relies on a very, very, very old version of QuickTime that is very, very, very outdated. So it may be the reason.
Yeah,
Not sure.
there's plenty of reasons they don't fix certain games. Some games are just not compatible with new operating systems.
And banned Good Riddance Scammer.
Lord Vader has trained you well.
Oh, you get to interrupt my combos, but I can't interrupt yours, huh?
You seem distracted.
Shut down, Croxy. There's no one inside you that I haven't already defeated.
Give me some credit, Master. I have one module you've never seen. An enemy I've studied for years.
Why can't Proxy be this good when fighting Vader or whoever when he's helping you? You playing on hard?
No. That's the other reason I'm pissed off about what's going on here.
The correct solution would be for GOG and other companies to sell such games with a bold disclaimer that reads, "This game will not function on modern OSs," so the user knows what they are buying. Just my opinion.
They do notify users about games not working on modern OSs. But, for example, that series of attacks should not have gone through. I was blocking when he started it. And yet, the whole thing was allowed to go through.
They never put any such notices on Sept-era Core.
Well, then you found one game that didn't have a notice.
I know, cuz I would not have bought it if they had at the time.
Yeah. Okay, so he just accepted an attack in order to get his attack off, and he took no damage. This kind of fight is pissing me off because my difficulty level is not high. Fuck you.
Keep your guard up.
Even with my guard up, you just do the damage, so what's the point?
Also, I agree with Third Eye, the droid should not be able to use the Force as they are not alive, and continued.
Excellent attack, man. Keep your guard up.
If you go according to Epidos 1 to 3, a droid as a non-living thing would not have the metachlorians needed to use the Force.
You've never seen. An enemy I've studied for years.
Here we go again. I button.
Droid brain in a somehow living organic body could do it. But yeah, this is just silly, lol.
I button mash my way through the fight, and somehow he gets the win.
We won't judge you if you went to the lowest difficulty if you aren't already. Stuff like this is why I cheat and use trainers.
And the game just fucking took me out of my goddamn defensive pose so he could do that.
I mean, I have had to lower my game difficulty mid-stream before to get past a boss. So I definitely won't judge you if you do, Rob.
I don't think I'm on a high difficulty.
Thus I agree with Third Eye. And I have a strange question, am I weird for still talking using such words as thus, which almost no one uses anymore?
No?
Or does it just seem normal still even though no one talks that way anymore? No, thus is proper when used in certain ways. Yakas say things like thus, no etc. all the time, but I almost never hear other people using the old words anymore. Like the way you used it. That is why I asked if it seemed weird.
Look at this shit.
You seem distracted.
Never heard of no myself.
Button mashing exactly the way I'm supposed to.
Lord Vader
Oh wait,
has trained
mind.
you well.
I'm slow.
Excellent attack, Master.
I sue both
Shut
thus and
down,
no
Proxy.
lol.
There's no one inside you that I haven't already defeated.
Give me
Use.
some credit, Master. I have one module you've never seen. An
Neither
enemy
me nor
I've
I can
studied
do
for
this.
years.
That is where nor would be used. I mistakenly put an E on the end, it's nor. You spelling it no confused me. I know nor lol.
I came running in through the block and he still got to pummel me.
But yes, I use such words very regularly.
Never be ashamed or think yourself odd for using proper English.
And honestly, I wish more people would use them more often. Personally, just saying. I listen to old 90s rap like Wu-Tang Clan and NAS, so my vocab has always been sharp. Unlike people who listen to that new mumble rap garbage.
He gets the free attack on me for what reason?
I also use the words neither, nor and either, or in my sentences. I like old school rap and R&B as well, not a fan of the newer stuff either. I prefer Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eazy-E, Too Short, Tupac, etc.
Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I was fast pounding that X and he still gets the
A lot
win.
of the newer rap songs are just meh to me. I also like all that. You should check out Gangstar, Mobb Deep, NAS, and Wu-Tang. They are dope. One non-rap group I always loved was the Blackstreet Boys. They came around before the Backdoor Boys stole their spotlight. Just saying. Wu-Tang is good from what little I have heard of them.
Oh, fuck you, game.
Blackstreet, not Blackstreet Boys, my bad. I got the two names mixed together, lol.
It keeps giving him free pummel attacks.
Keep your guard up.
No Diggity was my favorite song of Blackstreet. The guys I named are all New York rappers. And New York rappers from the 90s are the best. Their lyrics and wordplay are unmatched.
Stay down, Proxy.
Shut down, Proxy. There's no one inside you that I haven't already defeated.
Give me some credit, Master. I have one module you've
Oh
never
god,
seen.
I can't type to
An
save
enemy
my
I've
life.
studied for
It was
years.
No Diggity, and it was a great song.
Look at that. I took 3 steps forward and hit the block button, and he got the pummel off.
But there is a lot of slang in it that you wouldn't understand if you aren't local to NYC or surrounding areas. But they are all searchable terms. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Third eye. Different areas have different slang terms unique to their location for sure. But they include a lot of proper English words as well that are way more advanced than what comes out nowadays.
Again with that stupid fucking pummel attack.
That's because nowadays most artists do not make their own songs, they pay other people to make them, then they just learn them. Trust me, I'm be serious, this is a fact. You can easily look up.
Look at this stupid shit. For no reason I drop my guard so he can attack me. And you know that's the game deciding that.
Unless you look at the upstarts, they still make their own stuff. Yeah, I know. Not to mention industry plants. Or the DJs that make music like deadmau5 or Skrillex. They make all their own shit still. Every rapper today just raps about popping Xanax or repeating the same words over and over. Their whole songs will basically be hooks. It's crap. What do you mean by industry plants? 3I47. And some songs should never have existed in my book, like WAP for instance. That song is so trash.
It's trash and just fucking repulsive. Right. Yeah.
People that are presented to the public due to connections with big labels but didn't actually become famous themselves and no one knows them. And yes, I agree, Rob, not only trash but repulsive as well, 100%. I think I explained that right. But you can look it up too if you want to see some examples. Ah, okay, I see. So kinda like the Backdoor Boys who stole their shtick from Blackstreet. And only became famous by imitation. Just sayin'. And they were pushed by the record labels, unlike Blackstreet as well. So unlike Blackstreet, because they had connections, the Backdoor Boys became the big thing.
You can thank your buddy the
And yes, I know
Stormtrooper
I
for...
mean calling them the Backdoor Boys, but to me they have always been nothing more than a cheap imitation of the real deal.
I've called them Backdoor Boys my whole life, and I personally didn't even have anything against them musically. Okay, I don't have to go over there, so... I have to go that way. All right, you. Stop.
I will tell you this though, if I was rich I would be paying for licensing from Blackstreet's record label to use their music in my streams. Along with some other artists as well.
You. Stop that. You. Go for a ride.
What's going on out there, boy?
One of the Star Destroyers, it's headed right for me. I gotta get out of here.
You'll never get clear in time. You need to pull it into the cannon.
What? You're insane, it's massive!
You're a Jedi, boy. Size means nothing to you. Reach out with the Force and grab that ship, or you will
Was so
die on
caught
this
up in our
trash heap.
conversation didn't realize you beat Maul Proxy. Oh no, the dreaded Death Star mission. When you threw them over the edge, do you still get the health pickups or whatever the green blobs are? Or do you lose those
Reach
when you
out
throw
with the
them
Force
over
and
the
grip
edge?
that destroyer.
This
Oh,
is
no.
gonna be bad.
I still get the health. As long as I can not get thrown over the edge by the explosions.
Star Destroyer, I mean. My bad, I'm tired.
I knew what you meant. I have to kill all the TIE fighters before I can take out the Star
Absolutely hated
Destroyer.
this mission as a kid.
I hated it as an adult. I used to play this game exclusively with mouse and keyboard. I switched to a controller because of this mission.
Reach out with the Force and grip that
I
destroyer.
have PTSD just looking at this, to be frank.
Brotherhood. Now rip it down!
This mission's almost impossible to do with the mouse and keyboard because of how much maneuvering you have to do with this Star Destroyer. And this was a frustrating mission on the mouse and keyboard. No matter how much maneuvering you were trying to do, you could not move your mouse enough to get the Star Destroyer level.
I know you're just joking, but I find it irritating when people say things like I got PTSD from this game, etc. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I take it with a grain of salt. Zero.
Only because I have real PTSD, so it irritates me when people say so just venting a bit, you're all good at 47.
Imagine being on that Star Destroyer, thinking that you're destroying some ground crew, and suddenly crashing into the ground.
Relax, General, I'm still here.
Good. Good. We'll see you back at the ship.
Master? Proxy! Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. But I think it may be best if you leave me here.
What are you talking about?
The shockwave. It burned out portions of my processor. My primary programming has been erased. I'm useless now.
Roxy. You're not staying here, come on.
Actions on Raxus Prime have left the Emperor most displeased.
The Emperor's enemies are still scared. I am just now earning their trust. If I am ever discovered talking to you, if they even suspect my past, all that will be destroyed.
Do not wait too long to contact me.
Can you trust him?
Vader won't risk my mission, even if he has doubts about me. Have we arrived?
Dude, I swear I can't type to save my life nowadays. I make so damn many spelling errors that I might as well have never gone through school sometimes.
Just trust me.
Don't worry about mistyping.
Doing the right thing. For both of us.
We agree that the time for diplomacy and politics is past. It is now time for action. If you are willing to lead us, then we will join your alliance.
As will I.
Since we're passed out in the cargo hold.
I finally came to.
It is settled then. My wealth will fund the rebellion while Garm provides our fleet and Mon Mothma our soldiers. And with you leading us, we have the power of the Force on our side. Therefore, let this be an official declaration of rebellion. Today, we all vow to change the galaxy. And one day, the galaxy will indeed be free.
It wasn't really a joke, was just saying I can understand how frustrating this is for RP cause I played the game before.
Cut transmission!
Take them alive. The Emperor wants to execute them personally.
Ah.
You have done well, my apprentice.
You agreed to stay away!
I lied, as I have from the very beginning.
You never planned to destroy the Emperor.
Not with you, no.
Without me, you'll never be free.
Well, like I said, you're good. Third I-47. I was just venting about it because I have heard so many people doing that, and like they honestly believe in type situation. Mostly streamers.
Yeah, I think too many streamers turn it into a joke.
It's becoming a big thing nowadays.
They're gone. Vader took them all. To the Emperor.
I don't understand. Then why would Vader let us attack so many Imperial targets?
To sell the deception. Credits, starships, Imperial lives, they're all meaningless to Vader. Vader needed me to find the Emperor's enemies no matter the cost, and I did exactly what he wanted me to.
Yes, you did. But now the fate of this alliance rests only with you.
We're going after Vader. And the rebels.
What are you doing?
Meditating. A Jedi can sometimes sense visions of the future.
Have you done this before?
Never been a Jedi before. Coda!
What? What did you see?
A massive space station. Keep the ship cloaked and wait beyond scanner range.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Well, then maybe we're doing something right.
Am I going to see you again?
If I can free the rebels, they're gonna need extraction. Probably not, no.
Then I'll never need to live this down.
To be fair, it's a saying. It's clear I wasn't saying the game actually gives me PTSD like the way you're talking about. I'm not a streamer and I don't get any fake clout or sympathy for saying that. You know, it's funny, I have some of these older Star Wars games but I have never played them. I do enjoy watching them though.
Yeah, please, just drop me in front of the...
I know that third I-47, that's why I said you're fine, I was just venting.
Do you hear how utterly silent it is in here? Thanks for giving me more ammo.
I know you didn't mean anything by it.
That's not an elevator. Well, it is an elevator, but it's not
It was just that you reminded me of the situation I have been seeing lately with streamers. So I vented about it.
I hate this fucking game's targeting system. The elevator is not down. How am I supposed to get up? Oh, the elevator was down. It just wasn't moving. Where's your partner? Somebody with a fucking rocket launcher was down there. Oh, the reinforcements have arrived.
Rob, why is it that every third time or so when you try to throw an explosive barrel nothing happens and it just bounces? Is that a game bug?
They're not all explosive. Only the red ringed ones are explosive.
Ah, okay.
Is the elevator back down here yet? It sure isn't. How do you make the elevator come down? And even with the fucking bolt forward, they get to launch their rocket at me.
How do you make the elevator come down? Just lay under it and let it crush you, then it will come down, lol.
Apparently, yeah.
Sorry, Rob had to tease, cuz as soon as you got laid out it came down on top of you, lol.
It did. As soon as I was under it, face down, it was like, here we go.
I need to look and see which all Star Wars games I actually own.
Well, if you're a good Star Wars fan, you own all of them, right? Where are you hiding?
Okay, so Rob, I have Star Wars The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic, Rogue Squadron 3D, Squadrons, Force Unleashed 2, and several LEGO Star Wars games.
Oh, Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2.
Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 just said the names weird.
Yeah, KOTOR and KOTOR 2 are, of course, the classics.
What were you starting to say about the Force Unleashed games, Rob?
Force Unleashed, in my opinion, are the spiritual predecessors to the Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. What makes these stormtroopers think that they are ready to take on a Jedi? Did Vader say, yeah, I've trained you well enough?
I can see that they do have a very similar open world style in combat and such, looks kinda similar. I can totally see why you say that.
Yeah, I don't think that, there's really any doubt. Now,
TBH0, you're reminding me of woke streamers that want to silence free speech. Not very appropriate considering the political landscape right now. You are not the language police.
I don't find Zero trying to silence anybody.
I said nothing wrong and I don't need your permission to say anything. I'm a grown man.
I'm inside.
Be careful. I can see the beam cycling in regular intervals. You'll want
I'm
to
not
find cover
trying to
whenever
be,
it
but for
fires.
those of us with real PTSD, hearing people make light of it is not exactly fun.
I think pointing
I wasn't
out
trying to do any such thing.
I think pointing out that people hearing the term PTSD used that way can be frustrating is not.
And I never said you needed permission to say anything. You're taking this the wrong way.
Yeah, I think Zero was trying to tell you that.
I didn't make light of it. You're an idiot.
No, that's uncalled for. I think Zero was trying to tell you that people who do suffer from PTSD may have heard you saying that and thinking that it was a little flippant.
Name calling is childish. You don't see me name calling. You said I'm making light of it, and joking about it. When I didn't. That's the same as name calling. No, I did not.
I think what Zero said is he felt that it could be heard that way, and then he
said it's becoming a thing among streamers to make light of it.
And then he explained
So
that
you're wrong.
and then he explained that streamers have been treating it that way.
Yes, exactly what Rob just said. I never accused you. In fact, I said several times that I know you weren't making light of it. You chose to ignore those though. That is on you. You felt the need to vent how you feel, and I did the same. Rules for thee but not for me, I guess.
You're both entitled to say how you feel, which is why we have free speech. And it's why I'm not taking either one of your side.
You didn't vent, you attacked me saying I was making accusations that I was not making, thus it is not the same.
Nobody accused anybody of anything until now. I can't go through that way. I have to go this way. Zero specified that there's a whole new group of streamers that are making light of it, and basically everything.
Whatever cope helps you sleep at night. I don't care that I triggered you. Grow up.
Well, from your reaction and from not listening to what's being said,
get a life, dude.
I would
done explaining how you're super wrong in your accusations against me.
I would say that the trigger is not him.
I'm not a streamer, that's irrelevant to me.
But if he's talking about the fact that there are a group of streamers now that are basically...
Nope, I'm right. Keep coping, Walkie. Wrong, as I never said any such things about you.
You're not being a streamer has nothing to do with how you've reacted to his
Only about
observation.
streamers, not you.
If you reacted to his comment about streamers, then you reacted to it. It's not his fault that you reacted to it.
Learn to read. PTSD, 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 PTSD. Cry about it, loser.
You're in here picking a fight for no reason. At this point, I'm going to have to ask you to either stop or be put in timeout.
You're in an amplification chamber. There should be a pair of spinning conductors that intensify the beam as it passes through the area. This station's laser. It's more powerful than anything the Empire has ever built before.
Oh, I had already timed him out 1 minute for that last post. Sorry, Rob.
Picking fights is not the way we do things. We are all adults.
But that was just childish, and he clearly isn't listening to what is being said.
No. He would rather take offense to something that was not said.
Evening all.
Dog, welcome aboard.
Yo dog.
Oh, come on.
We're all adults. And then I arrive.
I know, right, dog? Doug's in here saying, how did I qualify for the adult conversation?
Dog, you have impeccable timing, what can I say? I am here to lower the tone and average mental age. LOL.
Come on, give me the next ring. I missed. Well, everybody serves a purpose, dog. My purpose was to run into that beam that was clearly nowhere near my head. Come on.
That was funny. Everyone serves a purpose. Dog walks into beam array. LOL.
Juno, where am I?
Some sort of convergence array. According to my schematics, there are 7 others just like it spread around the station's dish. The firing chamber we're in is just 164, all being directed into a single massive beam. I can't even imagine what the Empire would do with this sort of power. You must find a way onto that central platform. The Emperor's observation dome is just beyond it. This schematic shows a series of graviton beams in that chamber. Can you find a way to activate them?
All right. I'm going to check on the kids.
Pink
One
Saber.
of them just wandered
Isn't
in.
Pride Month past?
It's purple, dog.
LOL. Looks pink on my screen. Dog, I swear you are the comedic relief of Rob's stream chats, lol. The only purple I see is at the tip.
My granddaughter's trying to keep herself in trouble. All right, this is the
I could go into a Joe Pesci rant there. I make you laugh how? Like I'm a clown here to make you laugh? So Rob, I forgot to tell you this, but I was eating a meal last night and ended up swallowing one of my denture caps that hold my dentures onto the posts in my jaw. Hoping it will pass through me without issues. Keeping my fingers crossed.
I hate the QuickTime event.
Zero, that will make it easier to toilet, chewing it on the way in and out.
I somehow knew that was coming from you, dog.
I looked it up and was told I should go let my doctor know in case it ends up getting stuck in my guts.
You should let your doctor know, I agree.
Dog, you dork. You're so funny.
Who's shooting at me? One of them swooped up here to get me and got hit by the green bean. Now that's hilarious.
And also I love Joe Pesci, great actor.
Joe Pesci is a great actor. I forget how to get up on that center beam.
Joe Pesci can only play Joe Pesci.
How do I get up on that center beam? Can I jump up onto that center beam? I might be able to. No, I get up there this way. There's a sniper down there.
By the way, Rob, earlier you said as a Star Wars fan I should own all the games. But I was always more into Star Trek than Star Wars. I just happen to love them both.
I too am a Star Trek fan as well as a Star Wars fan. However, what have I done? Oh, I caught myself on the edge. I'm more of a Star Wars.
As much as I love Star Trek, I only have the one Star Trek game.
I've done it again. Done it again. It's not an easy jump. I should see what the power crystal was that I picked up. Oh yeah.
I just like sci-fi, full stop. Can't say as I geek out over anyone in particular, except perhaps Warhammer 40k, in a way, but that's a little different. That jump you're trying to make is reminiscent of the jumps in Blue Fire. That game is brutal, by the way, when it comes to the parkour aspects of it. I agree, dog, sci-fi in general is amazing.
I'm gonna wait for the green laser to be done firing before I jump, because I know what my luck is. See what just happened? That wasn't even very dangerous. Alright, where's that at?
Damn, that was a long call. Considering it didn't hurt you.
Yeah, some of these falls are impressively long.
I always found one thing disturbing about the Death Star: they built in such a way as to make the weapon function long before its defensive abilities were finished. That seems to be ass backwards to me. I would think you would focus on defense first, then build out the weapon.
Yeah, I think I would have too, but you know, good old Palpatine, he's an all-in kind of guy.
Death Star is primarily a weapon though.
It's a lot like the A-10 Warthog. It's a weapon wrapped around a ship.
You're right, dog, it is, but it just seems backwards to not take care of protecting it first. It would have been better to accommodate more defensive fighters squadrons.
Ooh, we got more snipers. Where are they located?
The A-10 is a beautiful piece of machine though.
Where are those snipers? They have to be on something stationary. Don't have to worry about the snipers now. Look, it's Washington Redskin cheerleaders.
And it had no stealth capabilities, which is stupid, seeing as though in Star Wars, it's the bigger ships that can hold the stealth shields. So here is a question you may or may not know the answer to, Rob. Is the death ray in the Death Star plasma-based or something else entirely? I have always wondered about the type of beam they used.
It's based on the same technology as the lightsabers. It's essentially a giant fired lightsaber.
Okay, so then it's proton-based. Okay, good to know, Rob. Basically, CGI.
Yes, basically CGI.
CGI stands for come get it. Well, I find things like what type of beam to be super interesting. Because there are so many possible types of beams you can make.
Will it let me keep this health drain aura long enough to face Vader? Nope. It's already fading.
Juno, I'm close. I can sense Vader nearby.
Yes.
Plasma, proton, electron, etc.
You will be interrogated, tortured. You will give me the names of your sons.
There are many more, but I can't name them all.
And then you will die.
Our deaths will only rally others.
Your very public and painful executions will serve as an example to the rest of the galaxy.
There may be a rebellion yet.
Lord Vader, deal with the boy.
This is going to be a ridiculous fight.
I've trained you well, but you still have much to learn.
You have nothing left to teach me.
Especially not humility.
Here's wishing you luck in this battle, Rob.
Come on. Yeah, you're Darth freaking Vader. I've got it. Every time I try to move, he fucking grabs me.
Why does your lightsaber show as black with white edges?
Because
I thought it was supposed to be purple.
I changed to the black lightsaber crystal.
You have served me well, but your usefulness is at an end.
Come on. My button mashing doesn't do anything.
Ah, okay, cool.
That fucking hurt.
Vader seems to have an instant counter to when you jump. Try staying on the ground.
Yeah, I'd like to, but the only way around him is in the air. And you see how he corners me? And then he just picks me up anyway. And then I can't get up.
Yes, I noticed that as well, dog. I just didn't think to say anything. Good point, dog.
And the ragdoll physics just leaves me face down on the ground. All right. I might have to quit the... Yeah, I can't change the game settings.
Dude, I hate when enemies pin you against a wall like that. It's so uncool. It's cheap tactic.
And see, if I don't jump, he just picks me up.
You have served me well, but your usefulness is at an end.
Yes indeed, dog. It's like the battle equivalent of kicking someone in the balls. Very cheap tactics indeed. Hey, ball kicks have saved me from a number of injuries.
Your journey ends here, now.
I believe that, dog. It's a valid maneuver when outnumbered.
I've used quite a few ball kicks in my day. There's no such thing as honorable victory. Just victory. It's the game guide for this game says catch the item that Vader tries to hit you with.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially if outnumbered.
How am I supposed to catch the item?
Kick Vader in his cyber nuts.
I'm trying to fucking concentrate on any item, and it keeps concentrating on Vader instead. Do you see what this is doing?
You will die like your father. I will show you true mastery of the dark side.
Sadly, I don't think Vader has balls anymore. I think they got burned off. 'Cause he is just Palpatine's puppet, nothing more. Makes me think he ain't got no balls anymore. Is there no target switch?
Do you see the angle that I have to work with? I cannot aim specifically. You see what I can do.
I bet it's just electronics in place of his balls. That's why he is Palpatine's little bitch. Sorry I couldn't resist.
You're fine. And you see how difficult it is to aim shit in this game. I have no health bar left. If he sees me, I'm dead. The game just figured out I had 0 health.
Targeting box toggle in the options.
Journey ends here. Now.
No. As a matter of fact, the only options I get for gameplay are at the main menu, which means quit the game and come back in. Do you see the angle it gives me to work with here? I don't get to choose where the camera view is. I don't know what I've got a hold of. What do I have? I don't know.
You know, I just realized something. Hey Rob, can you send me the link later for the patch for this game for 64-bit systems? I want to patch mine before I ever play it, just to be safe.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. He ricocheted that shot and knocked the thing out of my hand.
I will show you true mastery of the dark side.
I don't know what I've got a hold of, is what she said. Although I could try it without, I have a feeling a system as high-end as mine is going to have issues with such an old game.
Did you see it move directly away from him? Come on.
Because I have problems with most super old games already, thus I'm certain this one will cause me the same issues you had with it.
And now I'm going to ragdoll on the floor, right?
Personally, I need to start playing emulators again, as I can play many old games on emulators that would never run on a modern high-end system. At least the games that were made for consoles and game cabinets anyways, I can do that for.
Yeah, I'm dead. Hit the wrong button. I can't believe I got through this fight.
I'm pretty sure I have nearly every game made for the older consoles and game cabinets already. After all, I do have over 30k ROMs of such games.
Kill him and you can take your rightful place at my side. No! Help him!
But one thing I really need to do is buy a large, say 14 TB drive to use on USB for an extra copy of all my games, so that I have a backup of them all.
Your hope makes you weak.
Because currently I only have the few copies on my internal drives. And if those fail, I have no backup.
You should have killed Lord Vader. You could have ruled by my... You were always too weak to embrace the dark side.
So yet I really need to get a very large external drive for game backups.
Your loyalty will destroy you.
And some of the ROMs I have are impossible to get anymore because the sites are gone now.
Yeah. I understand that.
One lesson I learned for external drives is keep them in a small Faraday cage. Easy to make, just get some aluminium meshing from a car shop. Because Nintendo didn't just stop them from posting Nintendo games but all games in general, as most of the sites Nintendo went after posted games for all consoles, not just Nintendo. But thanks to Nintendo they no longer exist. Jackass CES.
I hear you, Zero.
You'll scream like your father.
You know nothing about my father. Can you send some more of your troopers in here? I could use some more health. I appreciate it.
I wish personally that Sony, Sega, and other similar companies would produce a first-party set of emulators and ROMs of all their old games that they no longer sell. God, that would be so cool. Hello, even if they charged for them, it would still be cool as hell.
I don't mind paying for old games. People think that emulators are trying to steal games. Emulators let me play games that I used to love. Stop it, Palps.
You were destined to destroy me. Do it. Give in to your hatred.
He's beaten. Let it go.
Yes, and I know there are millions of gamers out there who would gladly pay for such things if they only existed.
Maybe so. But if you strike him down in anger, you'll be right back where you began.
I'm willing to go back where I began.
Get Bale and the others out of here. I'll be right behind you.
But such third-party devs make such things.
go! Hurry! Protect the senators!
You know, Galen, he's no longer defeated. You're allowed to kill him. I like this version of Darth Vader.
He is dead.
Then he is now more powerful than ever. He was meant to root out the rebels. His sacrifice will only inspire them.
But now we know who they are. I will hunt them down and destroy them. As you always intended, Master.
You must be relentless, Lord Vader. If even a single rebel survives, this alliance that we have unwittingly created will be our undoing.
I will say this: if those companies made first-party emulators and ROMs, I would gladly pay for them as well, Rob.
Then at last, the Rebel Alliance is born. Here. Tonight.
No,
We need a flag to rally behind.
it really was born the night that you guys were captured.
A symbol of hope.
Especially on games like The Legend of Dragoon, an all-time favorite PlayStation games.
I mean, think about how strong the market would be for old Atari and old NES games.
I suspected, yes.
People my age grew up on those.
When he came to me in the bar, among all his dark thoughts, I glimpsed one bright spot. One beautiful thing he held on to, even at the end.
What?
You.
Yup, you and me both, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, there is no doubt that the nostalgia value alone, you couldn't charge $60 for the games, and these companies know that. But if you were to put those games out for $5 and $10 with an emulator that would run.
Over?
Yeah, this game is over.
Darn.
And we've been running for over 3 hours, so we're not going to start.
My first ever console was the NES,
2.
and the first system I ever played on was the very first mass-produced console, the Magnavox Odyssey.
We're not going to start 2 until next week. But we do have 2 to run next week. So we will be back with that next week.
LOL, I used to buy Spectrum games for £1.99.
But if you were to put a $5 or $10 price tag, which a £2 purchase back in the day, back when you were a kid, dog, that was a $10 purchase. I mean, even today, a 2-pound purchase is got to be close to $5. I think those classics would give us a lot of sales because you would see old-timers like me who said, you know what?
Sadly, I have never found an emulator for Odyssey console. So sad.
You know what? Those old consoles ran on a completely different architecture. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not impossible, but difficult to translate. You would need a dedicated technician to translate that. Not to mention, a lot of those programs relied on the clock speed of the system to keep the time of the games. You can't do that with modern systems. The clock speed of our systems is 3,600 hertz. It's not it's not the 88 hertz of the old days. So I think you'll find a lot of translation is necessary for those old systems. But with the right dedication.
Compiled coding from dedicated OS is an arse to translate.
Yeah, I guarantee you're correct. When I was in the Army, we had our dedicated...
Yes, I know of such games, and some games you had to slow down your processor to the right speed on older PCs that had a turbo switch which slowed down the system, not pushed it faster.
Right. A lot of people didn't understand the turbo button, but we were upgrading...
The name turbo was a misnomer as it literally slowed the PC to be compatible with slower games.
Well, if you think about it, the turbo button wasn't the misnomer. The light coming on was what the misnomer was. Hitting the button and turning a light on seemed to indicate that you were turning on the turbo. The light coming on meant you were turning off the turbo. You were slowing down the system. It was working backwards. The default speed of the system was at turbo speeds. But we can discuss semantics for hours on the old systems. And that's like the voodoo cards.
Yes, exactly.
And the early generations of graphics cards. Okay, one of these names that just rolled by was a single name, and it passed by with the message, my father, my guide, my husband, my friend.
Wow, I haven't even seen a turbo light on a PC since I had a 486 back in the late 90s.
Yeah, pre-Pentium days. I actually initially was upset that the turbo button was no longer there.
Right, dog.
When I got my first Pentium, I was upset the turbo button no longer had a purpose. Because I, of course, was reusing an old case when I built my first Pentium. However, I think this was a very good revisit of The Force Unleashed. I'm going to make sure that I apply the 4 GB patch to The Force Unleashed 2.
I still remember when you manually set the clock speed of the processors with dip switches not in the BIOS. GG Rob, great stream, have a great night. Have you noticed with each successive version of Windows, you get less proper control on your DD? Have a great night everyone.
Yes, Doug. Microsoft has more and more taken direct control of the PC as if it is their PC, not yours. And there's a great YouTube channel called Dave's Garage where he discusses that frequently. He no longer works at Microsoft, but he was one of the developers. He was the person responsible for Task Manager. I really think I'm getting to the point where when it's time for me to upgrade this machine
Can you share his link in your Discord, Rob?
I will.
Dave made Task Manager. He is a hero.
He is a hero. I'll put Dave Garage's link in my Discord, and there are frequent times when I dislike what Dave has to say.
Task Manager was a lifesaver back in the day for sure.
Because he frequently dismisses things that I feel are important, and he's actually answered a few of my questions. Like when Windows 11 came out and we could no longer move the taskbar. Moving the taskbar is still a thorn in my side because the way I use my PC, my eyes normally are at the top of the screen. And having the taskbar up is a great advantage for me. Not being able to move it is a definitive disadvantage to me. And when 11 first came out, they had some enterprising young people figure out a workaround that enabled us to move the taskbar.
That's another thing, I can't get the time to show on my taskbar.
Well, that's actually a bad thing.
As far as I know, you need to use third-party software for that in Windows 11, don't you, Rob?
There is no way to move the taskbar to the top that I'm aware of. I have a...
Oh, weird dog. Very weird.
I have a program called Rocket Dock, which is no longer supported, that I use as a quasi-taskbar to at least put my programs up there. But it doesn't show me my active programs. It just gives me a one-click access to programs I use frequently. But when Dave's Garage was addressed on that subject, he blew it off. He said, oh yeah, it's no longer available up there to move it around. Somebody decided that that's the way it was going to be, and users have to get used to it. And when people came back and commented on that video that he didn't understand the users who disliked not being able to move the taskbar to wherever they wanted it, because some users move it to the left or right side, some move it to the top.
Browsers are taking up more and more space on the screen.
You can't reduce the size of your browsers because it's not that you can't reduce the size of your browser. You can reduce it as small as you want. The content on the browser does not scale proportionally. So, like if you're watching a YouTube video and you start reducing the size of your browser, the content in the window tries to stay the same size, and you start
taskbar from the left side
things.
Is my preference. Personally, I kinda liked how in Ubuntu defaults the taskbar to the left side of the screen.
Well, when Dave blew it off, people were talking about just that. They move it to the left or they move it to the top. And his answer was that less than 40% of people who commented on where they moved the taskbar were concerned about a specific location. So if less than 40% of users can agree on a specific location, then it's not that big of a deal. And I then commented, listen to yourself. Less than 40% of users can agree on a specific location, but the moving of the taskbar was always, I could move it where I want it. Now, I can't move it at all. And this was an arbitrary decision that nobody was consulted with. And when users created a way to do it on their own, Microsoft in 24 hours patched out the workaround. They made it so the workaround did not work. And his answer to that, because he answered me in his next video, was if 40% of users decide that they want to do something that the developers decided wasn't an option, that doesn't mean that we should do it. That less than half the users have made a decision. They should not be doing something that way. If the majority of users wanted it, I guess we should maybe think about it. And I realized at that point, Dave has autism. He literally was at that point saying,
yes, and that is Microsoft saying you don't get a choice in how your OS looks, we control it like it or not. Just saying.
Well, yes, Zero, but literally...
This is why I say Microsoft thinks your PC belongs to them.
Literally, Dave's autism was saying, it wasn't 51%, that means in computer terms, it might as well be 0.
Linux needs boosts of funding.
Well, that's the beauty of Linux. It's a free system developed by people, or let's rephrase that. It's a free to the end user product because it's developed by people who don't charge for it. The development, that is. They don't charge for the development. In most cases. There are companies working on development now, But that's a separate issue. I would love to see Linux get mainstream development, but
Linux will soon replace Windows very soon within our lifetime thanks to the Steam Deck handheld.
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a GUI interface version of Linux that I'm comfortable stepping into. That's what I was saying. When it comes time for me to physically upgrade...
I'm so glad Steam made the Steam Deck cause it has pushed Linux devs to make working ways to play all games.
When it gets...
So it will soon be replacing Windows.
Yeah, when it gets time for me to get another PC, this PC is going to have to retire. What I'll end up doing is the majority of the hardware in this is going to end up going to the new PC, but the motherboard CPU is going to stay here. I've got some spare
MS
memory.
needs harder completion to threaten its monopoly.
I agree, Dog. They do need the competition. I still have the old graphics card, and I'll probably put a Steam-compatible version of Linux in this, and
you could use the retired PC for Linux to start getting used to it.
Exactly.
That way you're ready for it when the time comes.
Because right now, the way it's looking is the version of Linux that we have out in the wild, versions of Linux we have out in the wild, I'm not familiar with, although I have used Unix a million years ago. So I'm not completely foreign to it. But I need something that's going to be relatively simple for me to run in my gaming environment, plus in my streaming environment. And if I'm running a home system where I'm interconnected, I should be fine. And that's what I'm going to be looking for. But I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming out for the up to 3.5 hours we've been out here.
If you need any help finding a good distro of Linux to train on, let me know when you are ready and I will gladly help you, Rob.
Thanks, Zero. I will be back tomorrow at right around noon U.S. Pacific time with some Hunt Showdown.
I have a good amount of experience in Linux and know some good ones for learning it on.
Until then, take care, everybody. Check in on friends and family. Make sure everybody's doing okay. I'm Rob. Thanks for gaming with RP.
Laters, Zero. Tell the fam I said hello, Rob.
Sure will, Zero.
Have a great one, dog.